show you what you can do with the document once it's actually inside of a document library. You see this button here. We're going to open up a menu, and there's a bunch of stuff we can do now. One of the first things you'll notice is when I open this up, it actually rendered a preview of the document. So you can quickly go through each one of these documents and see if it's the document that you were looking for before you opened it up. These documents are relatively small, so you don't save that much time, but imagine if you were working with a little bit larger documents. This could save you a lot of time. Also, you can see that I can actually have a whole bunch of different choices here now in terms of what I can do with this document. One of the interesting things is you can edit the properties of this document, and you've noticed it's very simple. There's only 2 fields, but we could actually create another field if we wanted, and we could have, for example, we could have categories. We could have something that is relevant to our business. We could have a whole bunch of separate custom fields. Later, we could sort against these fields. We can filter by these fields. Now what we're looking at is basically a web part, and this web part is displaying this documents in a little section of this window here. You'll see that this documents is the same thing as over here. So if I actually click on documents, I can click here or I can click here. I will actually go to just the document library. And inside this document library now, I'm going to have a couple of extra options. So under files, you can see there are the things I can do with the files. And in terms of the library, there's a few things I can do with the library. And one of the interesting things here is you can actually connect this to Outlook. And by connecting to Outlook, this will allow you to have offline access to these files. This is a great way to keep field workers synchronized with their files. Also, one of the things you can do is go into library settings and change a bunch of things about the way this particular document library works. One of the key features I really like is versioning. And versioning basically can allow you to save multiple copies of that same file and automatically create version numbers. So let's go ahead and do that. That is actually great for when you are working in a collaborative environment and you need to be able to allow people to edit the document without fear of them making a critical change or deleting a paragraph to a document and not having the ability to easily roll back. Now that we've basically turned on versioning, I can actually take a look at this, and we can take a look at the properties of this, and we can actually view the version history now. So this document hasn't been edited. Versioning was just turned on, so we only have 1 copy of this version. But you'll notice that the next time that we open and save this, we'll have a version number 2 and version number 3 and so on. You can store an unlimited number of versions, but we recommend you do put in a number. Let's say it's, for this case, maybe 10 is a great number. We can have a rolling version history of the last 10 copies. So that's a great way to have a lot of confidence that your teammates aren't destroying parts of the document that you may need in a later date.